Hi, I thought I would make a video from my car today just because maybe the acoustics sound great. You only see me from the head up anyways, and why not? Today's topic, I watched this video. You watch a video on YouTube and then you go to the recommended thing and it seems like you watch it once. I don't know if this is certain channels, maybe they pay something for this. But you watch their video one time and then you get recommended over and over again. And I feel like it doesn't happen. And every now and then you get these weird videos. People are like, how did I even get this? But they watch it and they're like, wow, in the comments, wow, I'm surprised I actually liked it. I don't know where it came from, but I liked it. But there's this guy called Wheezy Waiter, strange name. He sort of has my look. He's got like a shorter beard, not so much hair up top. But he does these like, I almost feel like they're challenge videos where he'll go a month. I like this stuff. He goes a month fasting, or a month vegan, or a month no caffeine, or a month, I think he just did one no alcohol. But he did one called Why Do We Like Minimalism? And for me, I like it and I don't like it. There's times I think I want it, and then there's times I'm like, no, I don't want it. Here's when I think I like it. You go to a hotel, and I feel like this is why you might like it. This is like, why do you like minimalism? Here's why. You go to a hotel, and you have what you need for a weekend. In a little, I can get away with a little duffel bag, even a backpack. Because I could travel light. Actually, I always even have too much stuff. But you go to a hotel, you walk into a room, it's very nice. Hopefully you get a nice hotel. But mainly what's in the room is a bed, a bathroom, hopefully, if you're lucky, a refrigerator and a TV and a nice chair, and you can control your temperature, and you have a window with drapes. That's about it. But you go to a nice hotel and you're like, wow, this bathroom's amazing, the lighting in here and the tile work, and also something that's not in there is their countertops are void of everything except for usually like a drinking glass and a little bar of soap. And that's pretty much minimalism. You have just what you need. And really you're like, wow, it's got everything I need. I've got my clothes and I've got my toothbrush in my bag. But really, and it's beautiful and I feel great. You always feel great when you're at a hotel because usually you're doing something you're on a vacation, you want to be somewhere. But it's not realistic because the next day you'll get a headache. So, it's got everything I need, but I gotta get some Tylenol. You got indigestion. It's got everything I need, but I need to get some Pepto-Bismol. I need Q-tips now. Whoops. It doesn't have everything you need. And once you get all those things that you might need once in a while, once a month, once a week, once a year, then your house gets cluttered. But I think like minimalism, you see some of these homes. First of all, like the first time you ever hear it, I remember hearing it about a couple years ago. All these things. What is intermittent fasting? What does it mean to be keto? What does it mean to be addicted to caffeine and try to break the cycle? I've actually, crazy thing enough, I've tried all that stuff. I see it on the internet. It all seems like it shakes hands with one another. Like if you tried, I don't know, it's weird. It's like these categories are so unrelated and yet they kind of all relate. Tidying up your house. That is kind of a thing, like tidying up your house. He had mentioned that in his video. There's these, tidying up your house means taking a lot of things, a lot of busy stuff, and making it more simplified, or finding a home. You feel better when your house is clean. But having a lot of stuff, I like a lot of stuff. I like a picture on the wall. I like lots of pictures on the wall. If I have a space for something on my wall, I'm going to put a picture there. Minimalists, they don't want all that stuff. It's kind of like your brain, it's so busy up there that you want to have like it's calm and less stuff, less stress. I get it. But then sometimes you're like, hey, this would be nice to be looking at a picture right now or a piece of artwork. I do art, so paintings are a good thing. Whoa, totally lost my thought. I definitely think you want clean. You want stuff to be in its place, and that's how we kind of work now. Like, we have so much stuff. We have closets everywhere, and we have something squirreled away in all our closets. I feel like some of it's not our fault. Like, my mother, she wants to declutter her house too, so she gives us stuff. Some of it's like my old childhood stuff, so it's like I wasn't planning on getting that. It's good. It's in her house, but then she puts it in my house, and I'm like, okay, where do I put all this stuff? She wants to get rid of stuff. Like, she wants to buy new plates, so she gives me her old plates. And I already had plates, so now I have 2 sets of plates. Now it gets junky. So our new way of thinking is you can't buy it unless you can visually think, where is its place? It's got to be, it has to have a need, it has to have a place. You have to know where its place is. I think some of the problems is like, I'm like, oh, this is a deal, or I've never seen this before, I gotta grab it, and then you're like, I'm gonna make a place for it when I get home, and then you don't, and things just pile up. So I definitely think keeping things tidier. I need to get rid of stuff. That's kind of like the minimalist movement, is like clearing your house of clutter. I definitely don't think anyone likes clutter, but a lot of us have too much stuff. But we all feel good when we go out and buy more stuff. Like, I almost like the hunt, the going out process, even more than what I get. And of course you feel bad when you don't get something, but when you do get something, like at a thrift store or at an antique store, like these are like treasures, like found treasures. Like, you found the treasure box, chest, or whatever. So, I got to go through my clothes. Thing is, like, my mom, she might be a little bit on the hoarder side. So, I think that's something that gets passed down. And why it might be sort of good is, look, I got my coffee here. Coffee makes everyone, you just see a coffee cup in your hand if you watch a commercial, and you're like, oh, those people are relaxed. I feel more relaxed too, just watching relaxed people. Although it's very hot. Just regular coffee. How often do people just get those at Starbucks? Just coffee. I want coffee. Here's the thing. My mom, she always had everything. Back in the 80s, you had something like a project. It usually was like assembling. Why is it assembling? Assemble range. Okay. It'd usually be like junk, like spare pieces, like pipe cleaners and thread and construction and cardboard. That's all like junk. But you need them for like school projects. We always had that stuff around, so it was always like useful. Old screws, bolts, like, where did they come? Just throw it in a jar. You always have what you need. But it also leads to having too much stuff. Even with like shirts. So my soon to be goal, well, it's a goal, but it's a more immediate, let's get it done, is I got to get rid of at least a bag of clothes. But the thing is, like, those clothes have value. I paid money for them. Maybe I can't wear them, or I don't want to wear them. Maybe they're like more of a childish side, but I've got a young boy. He's going to grow to fit in those clothes one day. But I got to get rid of them. I trip over them. They serve me no purpose anymore. So even though I find it hard to get rid of, my life would be better without stuff. I always think about that. Notorious B.I.G. said, more money, more problems. I'm like, how could that be? You can kind of see it. You get a house, you got a lot more problems once you buy a house. Everything in your house needs attending to. The grass needs cutting. Paint comes off outside of your windows every now and then. Everything just grows and needs to be trimmed. So, I was going to say, like, I'm a Gemini, and I was like, okay, what does that mean? It's like having two things. I think it means, like, if you believe in astrological meanings, I almost feel like it means, like, it's two people in one. Like, you have a split personality. There's times I could see going minimal. Living in a tiny house. I'm a giant, by the way. So I don't even know if a tiny house is for me. I literally watch all the tiny house shows. But I also see like having tons of treasures. I'm a collector. I literally have like cases and display cases and boxes. And one day I'll put that thing, that special display up. In the meantime, I'll just collect it and store it away. But yeah, I think there's like an in between, or maybe you have a room that has like, it's got more of the sparse side, and you have a room that has his doodads and things on the wall. I like hotels that are very like just clean lines, Apple products, just void of all these little frills. But I also like eating at a Red Robin's or a Cracker Barrel where there's literally stuff all over the wall and for you to look at. So that's my take on minimalism. I could probably talk about it forever, but that's a start. So what do you think about it? Leave a comment. Do you like the clean side of things, or do you like having stuff, good stuff, treasure, like good treasure, not just like knickknacks, but things that mean stuff to you? Talk to you guys again later. Bye.